Hey y'all, it's Dr. Shamanda. Welcome back to my channel. We talk about all things mental health, personal finance, and overall strategies to live your best life. Oh my gosh, I know. So if you've been following me, you know it's been a few days. I have not filmed all week, y'all. All week. I don't know. But when I think about my YouTube channel, I'm like, I really enjoy making content, and this is something that's super important to me. I think that just life, you know, it hasn't even been a super busy week either. I did start a new class this week though. I started teaching a new class on Monday, which is very good. And I'm wrapping up my other two classes next week. So, you know, still teaching, still working as a manager in healthcare. I'm still parenting, you know. So I don't know. I have definitely been in a state of reflection. So by the way, just so you know, I'm in a different setting, obviously, a hotel. I'm actually in Asheville, North Carolina for a conference. You know, I am a licensed therapist and professor and licensed in mental health and addiction. So this is a conference focused on addictions medicine. So in the mountains, it's cold. I didn't know it was gonna be this cold. I don't know, it was warm back in the other part of North Carolina where I'm at. So I don't know what happened, honestly. And it's April, literally almost mid-April basically. So yeah. But anyway, I don't know. I've been in a very reflective space the past week or so, and just really thinking about the next phase of my life and what it looks like and what I want to do. I know that it definitely focuses a lot on freedom. That word, that concept, that idea, everything about that still very much resonates, and it's the most prevalent piece of who I am and who I want to be and where I'm going. I will say, like, even traveling here of the mountains, just a couple hours from where I live, was very exciting in a sense. Like, it wasn't even planned. It was something that that I was able to get through my company. Kind of just offered it in the last moment, and I was like, yeah, you know. But just being able to take a couple days away, and just, you know, be in a nice hotel and network and be around other people that are passionate about this work, things of that sort, I knew it was something that I needed, and I didn't have to pay anything. I haven't had to pay anything, so that, you know, that's the good for me. Well, I did pay for my gas to get up here, but I mean, yeah, like, I just curious about what this looks like for me in the future. What does my life look like? And again, I know freedom is the goal. I know that just living life on my own terms. But again, I don't, like, what does that look like exactly? And I think, you know, I encourage you all to reflect on that for yourself too. Like, what does it look like for you to be free? If you're like super peaceful and content with your life, what would that look like? And I think also just kind of coming to terms with, like, every season of your life is going to look different, and that's okay. And I think that's normal, whatever normal is. Because there's always lessons in every season, and there's always things to learn. You know, you should be learning from each experience, and so that's not always like a pretty thing. It's not always like the most peaceful thing. Sometimes it can be a little chaotic and stressful, but only if you allow it. I guess technically, like, you can respond in a way that's not stressful, I guess, technically. And I keep reminding myself of that too when I get into situations. And I was just like, how can I see this differently? Asking myself that question. How can I see this differently? And what is this trying to show me? What is this experience trying to teach me? So yeah, but I would just be honest. It's hard. It's very challenging being a 36-year-old with almost two full, or like, adult children. Technically adult, but, like, well, I have a 17, 18-year-old. I know they're still children, but, like, they're getting to the point where they're almost adults. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, they're not 6 and 7 years old. They're not 6 and 8. They're not 7 and 8. They're 17 and 18. So being at that phase of parenting, having completed the highest level of education, so there is no more education to complete, which I'm thankful for. So being a doctor, being a PhD, so it's a new identity for me. It's a new space for me professionally. Being in management, which was the goal for me all these years. So I'm now in that space and functioning and operating successfully, if I may say. So what's next? You know, I've released my movie. I'm still running my company. I mean, I'm filming content with you guys, and I know there's more to come, and I'm getting there, getting over some of the trauma from the last project that I did. I'm just being honest, and obviously a lot of that came from because it was so related to my personal story, but a lot of that too was business related type stuff, which I had to learn as a business owner how to do that differently next time. But you know, whatever. But what's next? You know, what's next? You know, like I don't know. I think it really focuses on finances, right? Which is why I'm so focused on that right now. It's the paying off the debt, so that, and saving, investing, so that I can truly have a sense of freedom to really explore what I want. Because I can go in any direction. I can go into full-time teaching. I can stay in leadership management and in the healthcare setting type situation. I can go into research. I can go into running my company full-time, making movies and media content, or contracting or consulting with other producers and stuff like that. Therapy is not on the table for me. I'm not interested in doing that. So I've already did that for 15 years. I'm good with that. I could be someone's supervisor full-time, right, and just focus more on that and training new counselors. I don't know. So then I'm exploring that. And again, I don't really get to talk to you guys about this in my other videos. It's more like, hey, this is my budget, or hey, this is what investing is, whatever. So I just want to, I guess, take a moment to kind of give you an update on where I am in my own journey, as I continue to encourage and motivate you all to work towards your goals. I'm just letting you know right now I'm kind of in one of those moments where I think a pivot is coming. I'm sure it's coming soon, and by soon I mean, like, probably by the end of this year or something like that. A pivot will be coming, but I just don't know what that exactly looks like. So yeah, I don't know. What would you do? What are your thoughts? I do open or welcome feedback, like, genuinely. I know I'm in a good place. I am so grateful. When I tell you grateful, like, there are no words to describe how grateful I am to be at this point in my life. Like, I have accomplished everything I set out to do. Like, it's not even funny. Literally, I'm a homeowner. I've started investing. I started saving. I have a career. I have all the education. I have all the credentials. I'm even getting a supervisor's license that I didn't even know that I qualified for. But, like, that's coming. Like, literally. I publish a book. I publish a movie. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a CEO, not just an employee, right? Like, I'm a great, my mom. I have a great mom. I'm a great mom. And my children are doing really good. They're exactly where they need to be at this phase of their life. Thank God. Healthy. I'm still healthy. I'm extremely blessed and grateful. Maybe, I don't know. Nobody talks about this part. Nobody talks about when you get everything that you wanted. Or you get to a point of stability when your life has always been so chaotic, and it's almost scary to even talk about. Like, I used to have this big fear, which is crazy that I'm even saying this stuff right now. I'm recording it because the old me would be afraid to say this out loud, because it's like, oh wait, something's bad going to happen then. Like, I'm like waiting for the other shoe to drop. That's the whole mindset, right? And it's like, know that I trust God that I can be content in a season of peace, because I can expect good things to happen for me. Like, I'm deserving of good things to happen. I'm deserving of peace and contentment, not this space of like always thinking that something's gonna happen and I can't relax in that season of peace or ease and flow. So I'm happy that I am able to be in this space without that anxiety and stress. So, but I am curious about what's coming. You know, what's next for me? Like, dang, should I move? So, but that's the part of me that's always used to something. You gotta do something. You gotta do something. It's like, nah, just stay where you are. Stay still, right? And I think that I just answered my own question. Just stay still. Stay in the season and just flow with it. Focus on paying off the rest of this debt. Like, I want to end this year, God willing. My goal is to end this year with nothing but my student loans and my mortgage, and that's the only debt that I have. And I'm just paying that, and of course saving and investing. But like, those are like the two top. Obviously it's gonna take a little bit of time to pay those off, but like everything else is gone. Like, I have nothing else, and so that actually opens up space to actually do more and travel and, you know, be more free, like literally. So I don't know, but I just wanted to give you guys an update, let you know where I am. Curious to know where you guys are. I know a lot of people are on here filming videos about being laid off and just going through a lot of stuff. And even though I'm not necessarily going through that right now, I am experiencing my own thing, right? Of like, just, okay, what's next type of vibe. So where are you at? I'm curious to know. You know, where are you all and what's going on, and what are you hoping to get out of 2025? The rest of it, because it's going by super fast. All right, y'all. I'll check in with you guys soon. I'll be back with another personal finance video. Okay? All right. See you guys next time. Bye.